There is a lot of discussion in public domain that black fungus is a second epidemic coming along with the COVID-19 second wave. So, what is this black fungus? First of all, I would like to tell it is a black fungus, a misnomer, but somehow it has caught up with the public idea. So, we'll continue calling it as a black fungus. The scientific name of this disease would be mucormycosis, caused by fungi by name Mucorales. So this Mucormycosis aka black fungus is seen in COVID diabetic patients much more, but it can occur with non-diabetic COVID patients as well. So the question is, why does it occur in COVID patients? That's the question. The COVID pneumonia or COVID virus infection impairs or destroys the defense mechanism present in the nose to discard or dump out all the fungus which enters through the air into our body. But in COVID-19 infection, this defense mechanism is destroyed. So the fungus, once it comes inside the nose, is not easily thrown out. And second issue is in the COVID-19 pneumonia, we know that there is a iron containing ferritin increases in the blood and to the greater extent in many of the moderate to severe and critical COVID-19 pneumonia patients. The mucormycosis is known to thrive on the iron. So that is another reason why mucormycosis is found in COVID-19 pneumonia and COVID-19 infected patients. And diabetes also becomes uncontrolled in a COVID-19 pneumonia because any infection can increase glucose level in the body. And next would be, we give certain medication in COVID-19 pneumonia with moderate to severe and critical patients, which also increases glucose level. So high glucose level, impaired defense mechanism of this cilia and increased iron content in the blood makes this opportunistic mucormycosis aka black fungus to infect COVID-19 patients either during the infection or after when they go home after post recovery. Also this mucormycosis infection can occur. So it's mainly it occurs in the nose and it invades. It's very aggressive. Usually fungus, that it comes very gradually progressive kind of disease infection it is. But in here mucormycosis, like a black fungus, it enters the nose and it aggressively enters the eyes, orbit and the brain. We call it as rhinocerebroorbital mucormycosis. Sometimes it can enter the lungs as well. We call it pulmonary mucormycosis, and the entire body it can enter. So we call it as systemic mucormycosis. So usually the outcome is very bad and aggressive treatment is required for systemic mucormycosis. And how to avoid this infection? So what's happening these days is many people know what are the standard COVID pneumonia medications. So many people who are at home, they are self-medicating themselves. Because of this, it contains steroids like Dexona, they self-medicate and they take longer duration of time and glucose is not controlled. And this is how it is mucormycosis become rampant in India. So it is advised that unless you are following the doctor's supervision, you should not be taking this medication, any of these medications, because of which can predispose to mucormycosis. Another thing is the defense mechanism which lost in COVID-19 pneumonia takes 2 weeks to heal, to come back, to recover. So usually we advise the patients when they get discharged to not to go outside, isolate themselves in the house for 2 weeks, but many people are not following that. So it is advisable that you don't go before 2 weeks because the recovery has to take place. If you don't do like that and you go outside like park, at home, and any organic dust is there where the mucorales can be present, then you can easily catch up this fungus. What are the common symptoms of mucormycosis, aka black fungus? The common symptoms are like nasal discharge. So it could be black in color. That's the reason people call it as a black fungus. Or also it can be brown in color. That's one of the earliest symptoms. And another thing should be there could be pain in the sinus next to your nose. and there could be a swelling in the this parasinus area next to your nose, and there could be a redness in the eyes wherever it is infiltrating, or diplopia. A person will start seeing two images that can occur, and there could be swelling in the eye, and either of the eye or one of the eye. And if it spreads into the brain, the person can have decreased attention, like coma-like thing, decreased orientation, and other neurological symptoms can appear.